My wife says I'm a bit of a pack rat. She doesn't use the word hoarder, but it's probably what she means. Quite frankly, I don't see it. I don't really understand what she's talking about, and I mean, I guess I collect things, but pack rat? I don't know. All right, so we're gonna do a vlog of this. You guys watched me clean out my storage building, and I got rid of a bunch of stuff, but I had a bunch of stuff left over also, and it went in the freaking garage. Now, there was already a bunch of junk in my garage, which I've been reluctant to clean out, not very good about. In fact, you can see my old truck. So I'm going to start another YouTube channel about restoring that truck. I actually already started the channel, but I haven't done anything with it yet. And I was wanting to get that truck. I was wanting to get started on that truck by the time before the weather got too cold this year to do some stuff with it. But I don't know. First, I got to unpack the garage. So here we are right now. So let's. I'm going to unpack the garage. There's a lot of stuff in here that I'm going to have to get rid of. Some of it I might give away. I'm going to do some giveaways on my Discord channel. I might do some giveaways on a live stream. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on what I find. Some of it I need to sell. Some of it I have investments in, so I need to at least recoup some of the money from it. So you guys follow along and let me know if you see anything. I'll stop periodically throughout the video and show you some stuff, because I know there's radio stuff in here. There's antennas in here. There's radio stuff, and I don't know, other stuff too. So let's go. Okay, slow start, but we will try this. So in here, I think I picked these up. I think I picked these up from an estate sale or something. I don't remember. This is a 2-meter all-mode Kenwood. I don't see the model on it. TS700 SP. Right there, TS700 SP. So that, I don't know if it works. I think it powers up, but I don't have a power cable or a microphone for it. This is, and I've got it upside down because it's got this Versa Tuner 2 from MFJ on it. And it's got, it is a TS130S. TS130S. So I've got those two, and those need to go. So for sale, those are for sale. I need to get I think they were part of an estate sale for, I got a bunch of stuff for a lump sum. I've got some rotor controllers here. I'll let these go for almost nothing. This ICOM stuff is for my 706 Mark II-G. I'm keeping that. There's a small power supply down there. Maybe a couple of other things. And then there's some more stuff in that bottom bucket, and I'll get to that in a bit. This is an XBR 8400 Motorola DMR UHF repeater. I believe it is it's the low split, the 403 to 470 megahertz or whatever it is. I think it's the full power model, which is 25 to 40 watts if I'm not mistaken. But it came out of service from one of the repeater sites we have here in Texas, and I got it back because I own it. This is a repeater that I own, but I don't have a place to put it. If you have a place in Texas that we can put this up and add it to the Texas network, great. If you have need for this and want to purchase it and take it out of state, you can do whatever you want to with it. Just let me know. This is a Dulce Sport, Dulce or Dolce, however you say it, Sport ladies racing bicycle. My wife used this for a couple of like half triathlons or something she did a few years back. She doesn't want it anymore. She actually wants a mountain bike now so we can ride up and down Galveston Beach together. But put it on Facebook a couple times, didn't get any hits. But if anyone knows anybody looking for a women's, I don't know if it's a racing bike or just an athletic bike, or like it's supposed to be like a $400 or $500 bike, something like that. So anybody know anyone looking, let me know. These are Motorola MCS 2000s, and I think that they're all UHF. We can look up the model numbers on them and see, but external speakers, body, radio itself, 110 watt versions. Control head, microphone. Looks like there's two of them here. Only one speaker. And there's other stuff in there. I'll have to get to that later, but I think that I've probably got more of those MCS 2000s. I sold a couple of them on QRZ, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, something like that. And I knew I had more. That's a couple of them there. And there might be more in some boxes in there, but if you want any MCS, 110 watt MCS 2000s, let me know.
My God, it's coming right for us!
This is an MFJ cobweb antenna that I had up at the hunting lease for a short period of time. We used it at field day a couple times. Works fine, just didn't want to leave it up there because I was afraid the wind would destroy it. And there's not someone at the hunting lease every day, so I only go up there a few times a year. But I don't really have room for it. I kind of broke it down to where it's like this. All you got to do is kind of fold the legs out, put the elements back on it, and it works fine. You might have to tune the elements a little bit. But if somebody in North Texas wants to come get this, you can have it. Yeah, I don't really see how this is going to ship because it's just too long now that it's all put together and everything. But yeah, let me know if anybody wants this thing. This is an old Astron 35 amp power supply. Someone locally had posted on one of my storage cleanout buildings that they wanted to meet me up at the Lowe's in Euless to pick this up, and I don't remember who that was, but I never heard back from that guy, and part of it was mostly my fault. I think I was traveling a lot in and out of town at the time, but I have 2 of these that I need to get rid of. They're heavy, but they work great. 35 amp power supplies. Let me know if anyone locally wants them, because I really don't want to ship them. There it is, mostly. That's my freezer where I keep all my deer meat that I shoot every year, and there was junk all over on top of it. Oh well. So this is my 1978 Ford F-150 XLT Lariat. My dad bought that truck brand new in 1978, and I drove it through all throughout high school and college, and part of high school anyway, and college. And most of the damage that's been done to it was done by me. So it's been sitting here in the garage for, I don't know, probably about 8 or 9 years, something like that. I had the engine rebuilt and the transmission rebuilt about the same time. They've got about 13,000 miles on them. And then I took it to a guy who was doing body work on it out of his home. And then he called me one day and said, "Hey man, you got to come get your truck because the city's not going to let me park it on the street anymore." And he did about 10 or 15% of the body work he told me he was going to do. So it wasn't complete yet, but I had to just come get it. So I brought it back, parked it, and I don't think I've started it since then. In fact, right now it doesn't even have a battery in it. And the gas in the tank back there is probably old. So I need to siphon all that out. But yeah, I'm going to do a second channel and do a restoration on that, but more to come on that later. This is all the stuff. Okay, so these repeaters here, these are desktop Kenwood. I think they're Kenwood. Yeah, desktop Kenwood repeaters. I believe they're UHF. And those were in my storage building. I'd mentioned to somebody about building some all-star nodes out of them, and while that might be fun, I don't have time for it. So if someone wants those locally, come get them. You can have them. They were given to me. This is all It's all my boxes for all my radios that I have and use. I don't get rid of boxes. I'm going to go put those in the attic. This is the center console that came out of my truck, which if you are watching my other channel and my new Instagram account, hamradio_overland, you'll see what I'm doing with the truck build out. Some Renogy stuff, that's my Starlink. Those are cans. I'm going to keep those cans, hopefully for repeaters. I don't know, we'll see. I'd mentioned earlier in the video about that XPR 8400 repeater, which is right there. So if somebody wants to purchase that repeater or put that repeater up in Texas, you don't have to buy it to put it up in Texas and hook it to our network, but if you want it somewhere outside of Texas, I'll sell it to you. I can sell you a set of cans with it as well. Most of this stuff is what came out of the storage building. This stuff over here is, well, that stuff came out of the storage building. I've gotten to where I put all of my gear into these hard cases. Pelican style, Apache style cases. That's an Apache case. The orange one, that's my 7300. That's from Harbor Freight. Those little cases, this little case is from Harbor Freight. That little black case, wherever it went, right there, that's from Gigaparts. Basically the same case. But I've got all my gear in cases there. The burlap stock bags for hunting season, hiking and whatnot. Fun stuff. That's a decked tool bag. And now I got to put everything back. And I threw a bunch of stuff away. All the stuff right there needs to go. In fact, I was thinking about this a minute ago. So we've got 2 power supplies. Those Motorola MCS 2000s. I found my IC 7200 right there. I got that shortly before I got my IC 7300, and I don't think I've used that since then. Those 2 HF radios I mentioned earlier, the repeater. These 2 boxes are full of gear and stuff. That desktop repeater there, which is a Ericsson repeater, I took a picture of it so I could look it up later. I don't know what's in it. If someone wants to offer me a lump sum for all of this, SKB box as well as the 6U box, maybe I'll take a lump sum for all of this stuff. I'm thinking probably with the 7200 that I just put there on top, I don't know, 2,000? Is that too much? 1,500 to 2,000? And then you can just kind of sort through all this junk and put it individually online and sell it one piece. Keep what you want to, of course, and sell one piece at a time on QRZ or on eBay even. I don't suggest selling on eBay because their fees are stupid, but you could do that. If someone wants to do that, hit me up, let me know. I'll work something out with you. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna start listing stuff individually. So, but that's it. That's what oh, one thing here, I'm gonna put this on QRZ, which will probably be listed on QRZ before this video goes live. But that's my FTM 200. I bought it to do the video when it was brand new. Put it back in the box after that video. Haven't used it since then. I don't really need it because I have the FTM 300, so I have no need for that. I'm gonna sell that as well. Those are going for $399 retail right now. That one's brand new in a box. I will ship it to you for $300, but it's on QRZ unless someone's bought it by the time this video posts. So this is part 1 of the garage clean out. I appreciate you guys following along with me. It's fun to dig around in here and see what I've forgotten about. It's sad that I have so much stuff. so make my wife happy, and you guys come pick some of this stuff up or come by. So 73 to all. Thank you for watching today. And let me know what you think about these vlog videos. I say that at the end of every vlog video. And most people who comment say, hey, these are great, keep them going. So that's what I plan to do. 73 all.